to another week of Q&A with Coach Tandar. I'm not alone today. This is Misha, my assistant for the day. She's going to come and go in this shot as she pleases because I have no control over her. Misha can't read the questions, so I'm going to do it for you. Hi, Coach T. Ever since my father passed away 6 years ago, I haven't been able to live life fully and freely as I used to enjoy. I believe it is affecting my life's decision. I have lost my spark and feel trapped inside. Will it ever change? Thanks, Trevor. I want to start by saying that your father must have had an amazing impact on your life, an amazing motivator, and gave you energy and drive to become who you are. And that's why it's so hard for you to move on and have that spark again. What I want you to keep in mind is also what Tony Robbins says, is pain is inevitable. Pain is something that does happen to us. Pain is something as a loss, a broken arm, a tragedy, or anything that else happens to us, a breakup. These are situations where pain does happen. But suffering is a choice. Suffering is a choice as how long you decide to punish yourself, or how long you decide to mourn or stay in a situation, or for someone to still be a victim of divorce, feeling like they're being victimized by a relationship or whatnot. So suffering is something that you choose to do, whereas pain does happen. So the amount of time that you choose to suffer, apparently it has been 6 years for you. I know it is very hard to lose a loved one. I have many dear friends who have been going through this pain and are still going through that. And it's something that you can't just put a Band-Aid on. But I have some suggestions for you, which I hope would be able to help you get your spark back. As I mentioned, your father must have been a very amazing person to ignite a spark in you and teach about life. And I'm sure you're not the only person he did create a spark in. I'm sure he was the kind of man that did create that for a lot of people around him. He lived to set an example, lived life fully probably, because that's how you got motivated and you wanted to live the best life possible. And as a result of that, he has left that kind of legacy. Your focus has been on what you could have had, what you're missing so much. And what you want to do is think about the legacy your father left behind. He did not want you to live a life without a spark, without living life and grabbing it fully and taking charge of it, and also teaching by becoming an example whom he was to you, and I'm sure many other people, as I mentioned. So what you can do is shift your focus from that loss, from that suffering, to saying, okay, what were the things he did that I admired most about him? And let me see how I can do it my way and follow those footsteps. Lead by example and be that person he wanted me to be. And also, there's always people watching. There's always people in need of that, for someone to create a spark in them. So you should be the one who creates that spark in other people. You should become that, and that's probably what your father wanted. That's what he taught you all that, so you can continue that lifestyle. It would be a shame not to. And please don't blame yourself for the last 6 years that you haven't been able to pick up. It had to happen that way. You had to mourn it. You had to mourn the loss of your father. You had to take it all in. It had to happen for you to become the person you are today. Keep in mind that we become better people when we do hit rock bottom, when we do hit the wall and say, no more of this, no more of this, what can I do? And we reach out for answers. And this is where it's supposed to happen. Everything else up to this point in your life was supposed to happen the way it is. And from here on, whatever you do to take control of that, to be a leader, to become more and do more for others, and the legacy of your father, to keep his memory alive. That will also matter, and it will give you extra drive. Who you want to be more of now, what you want to do with that. You have that within you. There is a spark. It's just been dormant for a while because you needed to heal and you needed to take that time for yourself. So do not go into self-sabotage or self-punishment of, oh my God, why did I take 6 years to do this, or what have I done? That's definitely not necessary. It had to happen, and the fact that you're writing me, it means you are absolutely ready. You're absolutely ready to start that new journey. And please keep in mind, death is not the end of it all. Otherwise, this life wouldn't have a purpose to it. the reason we live life this way and we want to make the best of it, because we know there's more to it than just that. And I hope I did some justice to answer your question. I know it's a very heavy place you come from, and even my own parents still talk about their parents and their memories, and I can see sometimes the sadness in their eyes. It never goes away, but what you can do is pick up from where you are and live your life fully and make them proud. So please do keep me updated with your journey. And for the rest of you, I hope you did benefit from this answer. If you are going through this pain, I hope it's helpful to you. And if you know someone who's going through such pain, please forward this video to them. And I can't wait to see you all next week. Until then, keep happy and healthy.